one thing I refer to more and more often because it's a very simple little framework that is from the Buddha, and that I think is strange that it is not more known and that it is not more often taught earlier in meditation teachings to everyone. Because you say about you have limiting beliefs and you're kind of questioning them, I guess, seeing that they are not true and things like that. And there's a kind of movement alive that's very inspired to do this kind of work with the mind. Byron Katie, for example, very famous with the work, but also in the spiritual industry, Instagram land, famous coaches. It's a lot about limiting beliefs. And then you also have the kind of way of working with the mind that a lot of people know and hear about and try to practice, of detaching, or maybe mindfulness, or just being the observer. And it almost seems like those are two different things, and it often leads to questions in people, whether they fully know they have that question or not. Like, what do I actually do? Do I just ignore my mind, or do I question it? Is one of the two good? They kind of both serve me, but they're quite different. What do I now actually do with my mind in all these different ways? And the Buddha, in his teaching, gave 5 ways to deal with the mind. So, and there you see, yeah, of course, there's not just one way to deal with the mind. No, there are 5 ways, and that then can be applied with wisdom and skill in the right moment. Or also dependent upon, maybe if you choose to have like a true meditation of detaching, then you wouldn't do the other 4 techniques. But so the techniques are, imagine it mostly focused on when you have a negative thought or a thought that is not feeling helpful, is to ignore the thought in the way of mindfulness, right? Just let it pass. Oh, I need to do so many things tomorrow. Oh, what did I say to this person yesterday? Just ignore it. And just coming back to the breath. Second thing is to question the thought. Is it true? Oh, yesterday I said this thing to my colleague. Oh, now this colleague must think I'm silly now. Is it really, really true? Was it true that what you said was silly? Was it true that your colleague was judging you? Yeah, you can really explore the root of the belief that is causing the contraction in the system. But then he gives 3 more methods. He says replace. So if you are worrying, and spiraling and worry, replace that worrying thought with a more positive one. Say to yourself, and here you actually need to apply yourself. You cannot just sit back. Actively think, like you're coaching yourself. When you are worrying, you could say, it will be all right. I got this, or what, maybe if that's a lie, don't say that. But, like replacing thoughts. Oh, it's such bad weather. Well, it's so comfy inside, right? Replacing the thought. The 4th method, not necessarily gives them in this order, is to question yourself. Imagine if I would keep thinking like this. What would be the consequences of that for, shorter period of time, but even if I would keep thinking like this for the rest of my life? Imagine if I'm resenting, like a lot of people resent their parents for something. Imagine if I resent my parents for the rest of my life. I will end up with a bitter frown on my forehead, right? So, wow, I really don't want to keep resenting them. Let's find a way to let that go. So this questioning of what the effect of it will be can be a huge motivation to actually let go of something. Because sometimes we say we want to let go, but we don't, which means we actually don't want to let go. But when we want to let go, we can let go. Then there's more power, like then we choose to let go, right? And when ignoring doesn't work, 5th method, when just ignoring and kind of coming back to the breath doesn't work, when you've questioned the thought fully and you understand it's not true, but it keeps coming back and haunts you, when you know that it's really bad to keep thinking like that, you know the whole story and it keeps coming back, then the fifth method he actually gave is to suppress. I think this is very interesting because suppression is a word we are very afraid of from psychology perspectives, maybe, or you know, the things we hear about spiritual bypassing. And of course, you cannot suppress everything. But if all these methods don't work, the Buddha said, suppress, apply strong, very determined mindfulness on something else, so that you really, you just really don't give this thought again the possibility to stay in bubble and stay. Like it's literally said with clenching your teeth. But like a force needs to be applied. Casting it out. I'm here. Comes again. I'm here. Comes again. Staying here. So I love to share these 5 methods because so many people don't know about them. And I think they're actually like vital for anyone that wants to work with their own mind through presence and meditation. So I hope that is helpful.